Good evening, designers, and welcome to episode 151 of Game of Rugs. Today we're going to do all of the normal things. We're going to look at today's daily, we're going to collect some scores, but we're also going to check in on a challenge from last week. So last week, I found this room came up in the Wayback machine, and I pulled out my score from the first time I had done this room, which was really early. I feel like it was really early in my design home career because I remember getting this 5 so distinctly. And so when it came up again last Saturday, I decided to recreate the room and resubmit it exactly like this one and see how it did. So we're going to look at that score as well. So let us have a look at some scores. Let's deal with what we have first. I think this is just, the daily reward. God knows we love free diamonds. So that's nice. Okay, and then I don't remember any of these. Oh, this room, I actually like this room and I'm fine with this score, but I will say I was very surprised because traditionally I have not done really well with this rug, although I do love it paired with this art. And so I was very, very surprised when not that many. Yeah, I got a 5 on this room with this rug. And I actually didn't think this room was all that attractive. Like, it was one of those rooms I put together and I almost didn't send it in. Because I was like, this is going to bomb. It's not going to do well. And then it got a 5 and I was very surprised. And then I just got whatever that score was, a 4.73 with the same rug. So maybe this rug is trending. Who knows? All right, Monte Carlo Decadence. Oof. Okay, so, yeah. I saw this room and I was like, oh, I want to use that blue and black art and I love this rug with it. And I put this room together and then at the end I was like, do you know what? There are literally 12,000 other designs I could have put together that would have looked way nicer than this. Except I had borrowed furniture and just mentally committed. I mentally committed. However, I must say that if I had double checked what the prize was and seen that it was this, I would not have done this room. That's like, no, this prize, this is just a problem that nobody wants to have to deal with. And we're just, yeah, okay. And it looks like a variety of unfortunate things. Toronto Sunset Allure. That's a perfectly middling. This, to be honest, that score is generous. It's generous for this room, and it's because I refuse to buy the limited edition rugs for diamonds. We're still on whatever platinum purple set, which actually, now that I look at it, I don't hate. But the platinum purple rugs, I know people really like them. I'm not a fan. So I just didn't buy one, and I worked with what I had in my inventory, and that score is frankly generous, and all of the rooms that used way better purple rugs just had a lot more contrast and vibrancy, and they all deserved their 5s, and I didn't even deserve my 4.51, so that's cool. I secretly had high hopes for this room. I mean, a 4.87 is a really nice score, and I'm happy to have it. And I really wanted to participate in this challenge because I actually wanted this prize. Like, I feel like I can never have enough sideboards. Again, I didn't want to buy, I think this room became available when we still had turquoise limited edition bundle stuff available. Well, clearly because I bought the floor thingies. Um, okay, so what won? Better Rugs. Better Rugs won. That table is fucking astonishing. What? What even is that? First of all, I feel like I've never seen these chairs before. They're so nice. What a good choice. But, excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Where was I the day this was given out as a prize? I mean, I would have looked at that table. I mean, honestly, I'm so stupid. I might have looked at the table if the picture was this and been like, ew, I can't be bothered. But in the room, that chair, that table is stunning. I don't want to live with it, but it's very effective in this room. So this person did a really nice job. Always nice to see a 5 with not using limited edition rugs. And congratulations to Beatrice on her 5. I'm not really here for this, but that's okay. Also nice, also not a limited edition rug. I do kind of wish I'd bought these. I could buy them. I'm going to go buy them if I don't run out of money before. Good choice for that room. Okay, anyway. So we have that. That was my attempt at this room. It's really not bad. A 4.87 feels like a fair score. Hong Kong Romance. Do I even remember this? What? Get out of here. What? Nothing in this room goes together. Nothing. I mean, I guess if you glance at it, it looks fine. And people do vote very quickly. You've less than 1 second. But I will say that these chairs are not the same brand, don't have a coordinating sofa. So I had to dig through all of my friends to see if anybody owned a sofa that looked like it maybe was this color. And then I picked these 2 ottomans because they kind of went with the wall. And then I picked this rug, which is just ugly. It's just undeniably ugly. And, okay, I mean, sometimes you get 5s on rooms you don't think deserve them and that aren't that good. And then other times you don't get 5s on rooms that are great. So I guess it all evens out in the wash. But like this is, I will not be printing out this 5 and putting it on the fridge. That was metaphorical, by the way. Even I am not that involved. Like I don't put my yeah, okay, that's not a thing. I just want to be clear. This is super nice. This room deserves its 5. It's just a bunch of really good choices. The combination of this furniture with that art on the wall is chef's kiss. Amazing. Also, a great use of this level 3 vase. I really, really love that. I'm a huge fan. It's so cheap. It's $475 and it goes perfectly with the obviously also level 3 art. This is just a great, great use of stuff in this room. And this putting the level 21 coastal decor set on the table. Like this room is flawless. It is flawless. I really love it. I'm really impressed. Lily Ray, this is amazing. So, so good. And other rooms seem to be more predictable. I mean, it's got a mix of patterns. We always love to see that. Okay. And what else are we going to look at? Oh, yeah. So, well, I hadn't meant to show you that, but as we have discussed on this, I'm sorry, I'm just calling it a podcast. On this podcast before, sometimes you just do a room because you love it. You do it for your heart. And I loved this room, and I knew it wasn't going to do well, and that was totally fine and completely legitimate on the part of voters. There was a lot of this, which is also like nice. It's fine. Some rooms were surprising. This room, I mean, I'm like surprising is this I feel like I'm being charitable. It's a weird five, but what can you do? This one, cool. Um, but I'm just trying to find what is the name of this room? I think it's this one. Right. So I don't want to exit. I just want you to show me other things. Right, okay. So this was the New in the Netherlands room from 2 years ago. It turned up as a Wayback, and I did my very best to recreate it on the last episode. And New in the Netherlands. So this is the recreated room, and I can't tell you how gobsmacked I am that it got a 5 again. So when I did this room the first time, I felt like it was really sophisticated and everything really matched, and I really liked it, and I thought it was super cool. And then when I went back to look at it again, when this room came up recently for a second time, I was like, well, that was just a lucky 5. The room doesn't seem very mature. Um, and but I remember it so well, and I was a very low level player at the time, and it didn't have any limited edition stuff in it, so it will be easy to recreate. Let's do it for fun. And then this turned up and it got a 5 again, and I have no explanation for this. I mean, it's a perfectly nice looking room. Um, so yeah, there's my 5 from May of 2021. And there is my 5 from October 2019. So they're very similar. I couldn't find the same desk, and I couldn't find the same sideboard, but everything else is the same as far as I know. So that's really surprising. I just thought that was an interesting experiment. And what I was shocked about was that I'm pretty sure that when in October of 2019, it's so weird that I remember this so precisely, but some rooms I do remember really clearly. I think that this came out in a week when there were no limited editions. And then the new one came out in a week when there were limited editions. It's that turquoise and gold thing. And so many of the 5s that we see in May of 2021 use that turquoise theme. And my room didn't, and still somehow managed to get a 5, which I just think is so interesting. Anyway, so I think that's just really cool, and if I can find more waybacks to do, I will. Because I loved that. I thought that was really interesting and so surprising. And now, what else do we have going on? I know everybody's super excited about the bowling alley. I will not be doing the bowling alley. I just don't like purple that much. Probably because I'm not a 9-year-old girl. And like, do I even care about whatever the prize is? No. I absolutely do not want a lilac 3-piece sleeper. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. And what else do we have? A Handsome London Home was today's daily. And I mean, did you want to let me in? Okay. Yeah, this room is made of fail. Like, I don't know what happened, you guys. I opened this room and I put the hanging plant bucket thing in the golden trio thing, and it was gold and green, and I thought, oh, green will be nice. And then I found these chairs that I feel like I must have very recently won because I don't think I've ever seen them before. So I put those in, and this coffee table I also recently won. And then I borrowed this sofa because, of course, there are no fucking matching sofas for these goddamn chairs. And then we have these, which also don't go, but the greens are super close. And then I have no green rug, like none. Although, wait a minute. Put that in? It's really turquoise. What about that? It's really ugly. What about that? Oof. There are no good options here. Like, I've done myself dirty. It's just I'm 100% committed to sending in this frigging room as is. There are no good options here. This room is going to tank. Nobody likes that rug. The entire world hates this rug. And you know, your feelings are valid. I don't personally agree. Like, I wouldn't buy this rug, but I wouldn't vomit on it at a cocktail party either. I don't know. These decisions are difficult. That's terrible. Color, green. Is there anything that will make this less hideous? I mean, as we just saw, this rug scored a 5 twice. A top scoring room. But it's just so ugly. Like, I hate this rug. What about that? I mean, that kind of is better with the gold. I don't know. All right, can we solve this problem with money? What? I don't know. I don't know. Oh my god, the pressure. That's not the worst thing ever. I mean, it's not going to do worse than the other one, and then it will get this ridiculous rug out of my inventory. Should we just... Okay, let's just do it. Oh, okay, that's done now. Okay, I guess that's done, and so are we. So thank you for joining me on this week's episode of Game of Rugs and for going through the Wayback experience with me. I hope you found it interesting. I did. So if you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to become a subscriber, we'd love to have you. Bye now.